question for all of you who actually participated in these adaptations, because there isn't, why have you done it? So Amra has suggested that she has made a survey in which it is very clear that students don't want to participate. But here you are, some of you, I would like to know what your motivation was. So I'm sorry if the people from Zenica said something about it because I wasn't at the beginning, but so anybody, or all of you preferably, why did you participate?
Well, I'm glad you asked. So in the first adaptation, it was kind of fun. I also forgot to mention, I'm sad that we didn't do one of those behind the scenes because we had a lot of fun that day and it was a great experience. And I'm kind of sorry that I didn't have the time because I'm playing a lot nowadays. I didn't have the time to participate in the last one. But I'm glad when I noticed that we need someone to do the music. I'm glad to step in because I'm playing and as I said a minute before, I love to implement something that is ours, something regional into the movie.
Okay, thank you. What about you, Amra? Why did you?
As I said, it was really nice experience to make something new. And that will remember whole life. I will always remember Gottfried Keller, Kleine Machen-Leute, and all this experience. And also it was funny for me and my friend because Lucia and me are friends until primary school. So we make something new, and that's a reason why our friendship is more stranger now. And of course, I think that...
You mean stronger?
Stronger, yes.
Not stranger.
And I think that in future, if I will be a professor, teacher or something, I can also teach my students and all other friends how to make something new, how to use their knowledge for something funny and on the other hand also something important. And in this movie, Osijek with Osijek, it's important that we love our German language, Croatian language, and also we love our city and we don't want to leave it. We want to invest in our education and stay here, find good job, and invite all other young people to come back in this city.
Okay, thank you. What about you guys? I can say something.
Well, we are some kind of generation who are not so often. Well, our generation is not like the other generation. We had that compliment from Professor Lubanovic, from Professor Amela Čurković, and we always said from the first year of the study that we want to do something more, and we want to do this because we wanted to show to the other students that studying at university, that studying at university is not just studying. That if you want, you can do more. And we wanted to prove that, and we did it, and we had a lot of fun. We really enjoyed with this project. So that was our kind of motivation to do it.
Did you get academic credit for doing it, or was it extracurricular?
It was extracurricular, but we built it up in the grading system in some of the last subjects that we have. And I asked all the professors to also, according to the conscious, build in or add add these efforts and the time invested into in the moment when they are concluding the final grade. So I did it, of course, and I think maybe you could say other professors also did that, but I asked them specifically. So that's how we sort of.
But if it was completely ignored by the professors and it had no influence on your grade, would you have done it anyway?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it would, because we were a creative group of people, and we could not do it. It was sort of, there was something boiling in all of us. We wanted to do it, and we wanted to give something back to years of study were really fun and felt like what we should do and help promote the language and promote the immigrants.
One last question. If it didn't have a political message, but it was just an adaptation of a fictional film, would you have that same power for you doing it, or is it very important that you have that social message as well?
Social message was very important. It gave something special to the movie, not only to show that we can have fun and that we are creative, but also help the society to grow.
Extracurricular activities in UK and America, since they have rugby, football, etc., they do it extracurricular. No,
This
it's
is
part.
50% of their grade.
50% in which?
25 for a course I teach on literature and media. It's a course and it's entitled Literature and Media. Used to be literature and film, but it's grown. And they have 2 exams that are traditional. And then they have, and that's 25% of the grade for each exam, 1 for each fall term. And then they have the project is 25%, and then the 3,000 word essay is 25%. And they know in advance that this is part of the course, and it is the most popular elective in our department. But they have to do it. There is an out for people who don't want to be creative, and there is a second option that they are given. And that is to take 2 media like poetry and photography and make something with them and write a critical essay about those 2 media. So people who are more academic, they might do something like that. They might take some photographs and take some poetry. It may not be their own poetry, or they might take some music that they haven't written and set it. Take the soundtrack off a film, put new music on it, and then write an essay. So they have a way to just do it academically, but they're still having to do something. But yeah, it used to be 15% of the grade, and it's now 50. So, yeah.
Rugby is good.
Well, yeah, when they did the rugby, it was a smaller component.
Now we have time for discussion. Final words. Kamila, you are part of the project, you're part of the conference, you're part of OSIC for the first visit. So the title is right.
Yeah, I like it.
What is
Another question, actually.
Sorry?
I have another question.
Please.
For Wilson. I just wanted a kind of feedback on the fact that in my course, we were giving the opportunity to do an adaptation as well. More than half of the group chose this option. Why do you think that is? Was it because of the additional 10%? How did you feel about that?
Well, I did it with a friend of mine, and you wouldn't believe it, we wrote a song. So it was fun. I knew it was going to be fun, and Dunya, it isn't easy. It might have been easier to do the thesis.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, it might have been, it took a lot of time, but we were working, like we got together, and we were literally just working 5-6 hours on those projects. So I knew it's going to be that level.
Okay.
And I memorized the song and everything, and it's going to be a great memory for me.
So it was a more rewarding experience than if you had chosen to write a portfolio,
Yeah.
right? Which was the other option.
Yeah.
Okay, did you get some feedback from the other colleagues, how they felt about their adaptations? Was it generally positive, or did they choose it because of the grade? Oh yeah, Mislav, why didn't you?
Yes,
sorry, I was coughing. Question.
Portfolio.
Yes, what about?
Why did you do it?
I did the portfolios for the class. We had to write also an essay, a critical essay, and we had some, was it 10 adaptations, books and movies, about a dozen. And you had to choose a topic and compare the book and the film. And so you had to come up with the topic on your own. And I had a lot of ideas, of which I only had to take one and develop into an essay. So I was really happy to have an opportunity to, which would be reviewed by the professor, the topic. So we had to, as an activity, do another 10 topics with an abstract, but not the essay. Only had one essay. And for the abstracts, I think it was a good opportunity just to for some ideas to surface out, and that's it.
Do you think it would be, both of you, do you think it would be a good idea to just require students to do that adaptations, or is this option of to kind of a possibility? What do you think?
Well, I think that it's better that way because the portfolio is still a lot of work, but if somebody isn't creative, some people just simply like to sit and write.
I think it's actually a great way of stimulating students. You know, adaptations are and creative projects are actually more fun than students imagine, but still, if someone wants to express in written form, there's a leverage that shifts. You know, it makes the process more fun for them, and it says that it's a message from the professor and from the whole class that this is for you to have some fun experience, to learn something new, and not to do your obligation because you signed up for the course. And I think this is the most important aspect of this ability to choose what you want to do.
The mic is somewhere there. Some more issues, some more questions.
Not a question, but I have to comment. Okay, so I would just like to, having seen all this, I would just like to congratulate all the students on your excellent work. I congratulate your teachers for their part in this, and it's also for your course that we finally have. And I think I will, in the future, probably ask Miroslav to be a guest at our first year classes to show this, because like you said, you can do so much more, and you have done. And I think our students need to learn that they do have the time, which they say they don't, and that they do have the potential, the creativity to do something. So perhaps not only as a part of your classes, but just for the extracurricular to make sure, so that they can really have a little bit more than just building this GPA. So it's not just about this is about the well-rounded person, and all of you have shown that you are. So, so I think Miroslav, we need to bring the message to the first year and to the others, but maybe let's say the first year. So thank you for. Yeah.
But possibly it's a good method in the curriculum to implement the patient method in courses of literature. I don't know about linguistics, but cultural studies, literary studies could be enriched by this method. That's my opinion. Kind of. What do you think about it? Not only extracurricularly, but also as part method of adaptation as part of the curriculum. Could be. I don't know. Possibly the final word by Tom and everything.